right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Veranda Meadows families. I am here with Will Franzell. Will works for Monterey County Office of Ed, and what is your specialty? What is it that you do for Monterey County Office of Ed, Mr. Franzell?
Oh, I have a really fun job. I work in the science department and I work on the STEAM team here at the Monterey County Office of Education. And I used to work with you back in the old days. We were teachers and worked closely together. And I appreciate this opportunity. Thank you for the invitation to have me come and read with your families.
Yes, thank you. And yes, we did partner up with Mr. Franzell back in January, this year in January, feels so long ago. But with Will's support, we were able to open up a STEAM club here with our amazing sixth grade teachers at Veranda Meadows. Mr. Navarro, shout out, Mr. Salgado and Mrs. Alvarez. Yes, because of you, we were able to do this. So tell us about the book that you will be reading to our families, Will.
Yeah, for sure. So I chose the book, We Are Water Protectors. It's by Carole Lindstrom and illustrated by Michaela Goade. And I chose this book because this was a book that we read with our STEAM club in the beginning. And we kind of revisited this book because we had a water theme, thinking about kind of the importance of water. And, you know, not only here in Salinas, but also in Monterey County and California and beyond, right? All over the world. And just thinking about, you know, in the title, We Are Water Protectors, how can we kind of protect our water here in Salinas, right? And how important is water for all of us, right? To keep it clean and to really, I have my water bottle here. Folks that work with me know that my water bottle is always within reach. And just to stay hydrated, and it's really good for our bodies, right? So thinking about, as I read this book today, you know, the connections to science, the connections to the environment, the connections to our planet, right? And think about, you know, what you could do. What are your takeaways after I read the book and how important water is, right? So we are water protectors. Here we go. All right, we are water protectors. Water is the first medicine, Nokomis told me. We come from water. It nourished us inside our mother's body as it nourishes us here on Mother Earth. Water is sacred, she said. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. The river's rhythm runs through my veins, runs through my people's veins. My people talk of a black snake that will destroy the land. Spoil the water, poison plants and animals, wreck everything in its path. When my people first spoke of the black snake, they foretold that it wouldn't come for many, many years. Now the black snake is here. Its venom burns the land, courses through the water, making it unfit to drink. Take courage. I must keep the black snake away from my village's water. I must rally my people together. Take a look at this illustration here. How beautiful. to stand for the water, to stand for the land, to stand as one against the black snake. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. It will not be easy. We fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, the winged ones, the crawling ones. See what you could find in these pages here if you look closely. All the different animals, plants and animals, depending on clean water. The four-legged, the two-legged, the plants, trees, rivers, lakes. Another beautiful illustration. Think about if that reminds you of any place you've ever been to before. Or a place maybe you'd like to visit. We are all related. The earth, we are all related. Tears like waterfalls stream down, tracks down my face, tracks down my people's faces. Water has its own spirit, Nokomis told me. Water is alive. Water remembers our ancestors who came before us, she said. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. We are stewards of the earth. Our spirits have not been broken. We are water protectors. We stand. The black snake is in for the fight of its life. Think about how they're working together to create a positive change, not giving up, right? So we love this book. We read it at home quite a bit. And this is one of my favorite parts at the end, there's an earth steward and water protector pledge that you can actually print out. You can find it online, print it out, read it with your family and sign it. You know, put it up on your refrigerator somewhere where you can see it every day and think about the importance of water and how we can work together to keep it clean, keep it healthy for all of our families, not only in Salinas, but all over California and the world, right?
Yes, Mr. Franzell, thank you for reading that. And as you know, San Benito County has, they're in drought, right? Their state of emergency was declared by Governor Newsom recently. But what are some ways, some practical ways, or three of your favorite ways of taking care of water?
Yeah, well, with our STEAM club, I know we did a water calculator to figure out how much water we use every day, every week, every month, every year in our own house, right? So maybe, this is something you could talk about with your family and think about how much water do we use, right? And could we do better? I thought about I need to water my lawn. And then last night I said, you know what? My lawn is fine. I'm not going to water it tonight. It's still alive. It can do without the sprinklers on, right?
Right.
And I think about, how often, we have to do our dishes and do laundry, but really thinking about, is it a full load?
Do
right?
we have to?
Yeah, right. I know. It never ends. I think that's the thing, is just having conversations with your family and then thinking about, when you're outside, and we encourage you to go outside as much as possible, right? Especially this summer, go out and explore with your family and look for different places that you'll find water, and think about it as you're driving, with your family, look out the window and look and see where all the water, think about where's that all coming from. And as you mentioned, we're in a drought, right? So we really need to conserve water right now this year, and then think about some healthy, promising practices that we can establish now that we can continue even when we're in years that aren't droughts, right? So just thinking about how we're all connected and how really grateful we need to be to have clean water, to just turn on our faucets. Will it always be like that? I don't know. So what can we do to really ensure that for future generations?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Franzell. And families, I hope you enjoyed the read aloud from Mr. Franzell, and hopefully we can continue our partnership with Monterey County Office of Ed as well.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to it. We really appreciate all the work you're doing there at Veranda Meadows and in Salinas City, and just keep it up. Have a wonderful soon to be summer vacation, everyone, and keep reading. Get your library cards and keep reading with your families.
Yes, thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you.